Just one quick question. Do you invite risk into your practice? This is Dr. John Davila of Custom Cover Solutions, and I always ask that question the first time I talk to anyone who's inquiring about our service. And you'd be interested to know the answer, because usually the answer is, I don't know, do I? Now, that's a question you should always have an answer to, or at least know exactly what it means. And the answer should be no, never. Never, ever. See, the problem is when people kind of pass off the risk instead of dealing with it, they invite it into their practice. And what I mean by that is sometimes people feel that, well, you know what? If I just do this one process, I don't have any issues at all. Meaning, like, let's say I only accept cash, therefore I don't have to deal with documentation. Or I just, patient pays me directly. I don't deal with insurance. All I did was give a super bill. Or if I have the patient sign an ABN, I don't have to, I don't have to bill Medicare. I could just treat them for cash. See, it's just as if people think, well, if I took cash, I have no problem. Couldn't be further from the truth. You see, this only way you get past this, the only solution to this is to play the game by winning it first. See, most people get stuck in this process of, well, what I just play this, I just do this kind of stuff, and it's all reactionary. Meaning, I did this only because I had this problem over here. Like, I didn't like deal with insurance, so I went cash. Or I didn't like deal with Medicare, so I just hadn't signed the ABN form. Or I didn't like this, so I did these things. But the problem with that is, most people who don't understand the rules of the game just think, well, I'll just say this to myself, and over time, it'll be okay. No one knows the difference, and it won't bother me. Now, in my line of work, that's really not what we see and not what happens all the time. So here's how you win. Okay, I'm going to give you a true story on how you win. Okay, we had a client and the board was upset with him and said, you're not doing things correctly. And the doctor said, well, I am doing them because I'm doing the way I want to practice. And the board said, no, that's not how it works. See, you will practice the way we tell you to because we give you the license and we're in the business of protecting the public from you. I know that sounds crazy, but that's what they said. Now, the doctor's like, well, I'm going to do things my way. And the board said, no, you'll do things our way. And what happened in the long run was that he didn't realize that what he wanted to do really wasn't that far away from what the board was asking. Now, all we had to do was sit down and talk about, what do you have to do from a risk standpoint? What do you have to do from a reimbursement standpoint? What do you have to do from a collection standpoint? What should you do from an ethical standpoint? Now, as we went through all of those things, what the doctor realized was, wow, you know what? I'm doing all these things mentally, I'm just not writing it down. And that was key. You see, all the things you're required to do, believe it or not, are really simple. All you have to do is just write it down. Because in this game of what we're playing, which is see the patient, get reimbursed, stay paid, right? In that game, there's a risk component to it that has nothing to do with insurance. It's all about not accepting the risk that the patient wants to give you. Like, they don't want the risk. They want you to take all the risk, whether it be insurance, whether it be, I don't want x-rays, I don't want x-rays, I don't want them, and you just basically take all this risk. The only way around it is to engineer this game so that when you play it from the produced ending that you want, that you have everything you need to work it backwards from this is how I win the game to this is how I play the game to this is how I get people to enter into this game. Now, this may look and sound really crazy, but I'm passionate about this. And the reason why I'm passionate about this is because I know how it ends when people don't pay attention and they end up going somewhere they didn't want to go because they didn't start with a place in mind. So if you'd like more information about how we can do that for you, how we can customize your EHR system based upon your care plans, feel free to email us, info@customcoversolutions.com, or you can go to our website. And you can go ahead and hit our contact form there, www.customcoversolutions.com, or you can call us, 800-974-3479, and we'll definitely get with you. Now, how we do all that is we customize your EHR system based upon your care plan. You tell us what it is that you sell, we customize the entire process and then give you specific workflow in order to answer every question that Medicare, PI, or Blue Cross Blue Shield Major Med would ever ask of you, including what your board would ask of you. So once again, thanks for spending a few minutes with me. This is Dr. John DeVilla of Custom Car Solutions. Take care. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.